To all of those of you that are watching this video that are current families at GTCA, or to those of you that are watching and maybe considering GTCA, I'm excited about rolling out all of our plans for the coming 2015-2016 school year, and I think you're going to be excited as well. We have a brand new program that we are rolling out this year that will impact all those families that have been with us the previous 2 years, and it will impact new families that come into our school in the future. And I want to tell you about that program today, and I think you're going to be excited about this. The name of the program is Lasting Legacy. Lasting Legacy's theme is, the longer you stay, the less you pay. Every student at Greater Things Christian Academy, for every student at Greater Things Christian Academy, we have created a Lasting Legacy account, and that account will stay open all the way through the time that those students are with us at GTCA, and for any new students that comes in, they will receive a Lasting Legacy account as well. And I'm going to talk to you about that in just a moment and give you an illustration about what that means for your family and for your student. But before I do that, I want to help sort of unpack it a little bit and give you the perspective on why we're doing it and how we think it could benefit our families and future families as well. The Bible says that a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children and his children's children. And the Bible also says that where there is no vision, people fall away or people perish. And so for you as a parent who you've decided, as a grandparent or parent, you've decided you want your children to be here, your grandchildren, we want to talk to you about what that inheritance would look like, or what your legacy might look like, and how we can help you leave a lasting legacy for your children or grandchildren. And I think you're going to like what Lasting Legacy is all about. At GTCA, our focus is on whole education. We're really centered in on not just the mind, but also the heart and the will. The Bible tells us that our hearts need to be transformed, and we believe that that happens through the gospel of Christ. And when a student has experienced the gospel of Christ, their heart is transformed. What we do a little bit differently than what other schools do is that we focus on more than just the mind. We believe the mind is absolutely important. Academic rigor is super important, but we also believe that we must educate from the heart and also according to the will. And in that type of education, that's what you're investing in, and that's the kind of legacy that you're leaving for your children or your grandchildren. Now, from a community partnership standpoint, we have experienced a lot of great things the past 2 years. God has been very faithful to us, and He's provided for us in doing a great mission. This is a big mission for a small church, which is what Greater Things Christian Academy is started by and run by, Greater Things Church. It's a ministry of a very small church. God has been so good to us the last couple of years in providing for our needs, and we've had to really trust Him. And so our faith has grown the last couple of years, and we anticipate that that will continue as we go on this mission. But also we've come to the obvious realization, and we've known this from the beginning, but we're trying to emphasize this with the Lasting Legacy accounts, that community partnership is absolutely imperative for the growth of our school. That means that those of you that are partnering with us, and that's how we view you as parents, partners with us to help educate your children, that you are an absolute important part, the central part, in the long-term impact that Greater Things Christian Academy can have on the community in our area. And so you are absolutely important to that long-term. It's not just about what we're doing today, but it's about the long-term. And so you're valuable to us, and we want to show you that as we roll out Lasting Legacy. And we also want you to see that in the Lasting Legacy, we're giving you a return on the investment. Obviously, you're investing in your child. You're investing principles in their life, truths in their life, a rigor in their life, challenging them. You've chosen an education that focuses on more than just the mind, but also the heart and the will. But we also want you to see an investment on the financial commitment that you're making to Greater Things Christian Academy, and that's what we want to unveil to you today. And I think you're going to be really excited about this. So let me give you an illustration of what Lasting Legacy accounts look like. Again, for every child that comes into GTCA, we are creating a Lasting Legacy account that will help them build a legacy for your family and for your child. So let's use the example of a 2-year-old student. Our earliest child that we can bring into GTCA. Our earliest class is a 2-year-old. And our plan is right now for this year, we are opening up 10th grade. And then over the next 2 years, we'll add 11th and 12th, with our first graduating class being in May of 2018. But if a 2-year-old comes to GTCA this fall, 2015, 2016, when they enroll into the school and they start the school year and they complete their 2-year-old class, we are going to put a $100 credit on their account. It's a credit. If they stay enrolled, and all of this is based upon staying enrolled in the school and not breaking enrollment. If you break enrollment, then you lose this. But if you stay enrolled, when you go into the 3-year-old class, at the end of the 3-year-old class, you will receive an additional $100 credit on your child's Lasting Legacy account. And then when you come into the capstone year for our K-4 program for preschool, our junior academy, your child will receive an additional $100 credit at the end of that year for a total of $300 in credits on your Lasting Legacy account. When your child then applies for and comes into or enrolls into kindergarten, you'll notice that these things are circled here. Kindergarten is a circled year. They're going to get an additional $100 credit that year when they finish kindergarten. But at the beginning of the kindergarten year, we're going to give you a $300 discount on tuition that year because you have earned $300 worth of credits, and we're going to give you a payout of a discount off of whatever tuition is for that school year. You're going to receive a $300 discount. You will continue to receive, if you stay enrolled, that $300 discount in the first grade year and the second grade year. And additionally, in addition to that, you will add into your credits an additional $100 credit in your kindergarten year, $100 in your first grade and second grade year, for a total discount on the third grade tuition of $600 for your child's tuition based on whatever tuition is that year. Then let's go a little further. For your third, fourth, and fifth grade year, you're going to receive another set of 3 $100 credits over your third, fourth, and fifth grade year. And then in your sixth grade year, you're going to receive a $900 discount off of whatever tuition is for that year. In addition to that $900, you're going to earn an additional $100 credit over the next 3 years for a total of $300, so that when your child enters into the 9th grade, our first year of high school here at GTCA, whatever the year's tuition is, you're going to receive a $1,200 discount off of that tuition. In addition to that, you will continue to build credits of $100 in the 9th, 10th, 11th, and when you come into your 12th grade year, you get an additional $100 credit, and that's going to give you a payout of a total discount of $1,500 for your senior year. And so what does that look like, though, for a child that enters our 2-year-old preschool and goes all the way through 12th grade at GTCA over a long period of time? What does that look like for you, as we talked about on the investment return? What that looks like is you're going to receive essentially a $10,500 return on your investment, over $10,000 that you will get as a return on your investment. So that means that you're not just investing in them spiritually, and you're not just investing in them educationally, but you are also making an investment that's going to give you a return while you partner with us. Again, I cannot emphasize this enough. If you're a current family, we absolutely value you and the partnership that we can have with you long term for the growth of Greater Things Christian Academy. And this is a revolutionary way for us to show you how much we value you and for you to see a return on your investment. $10,500 for what we have currently for the coming 2015-16 school year is essentially basically saying to you in a return at the end of this period of time, 2 years old all the way up to 12th grade, that you're basically getting the summation of about 2 years worth of tuition returned back to you in discounts, credits and discounts throughout the period of 2-year-olds through 12th grade. And again, to show you how much we value your partnership, if God blesses our school with tremendous growth, there's a possibility that you would look in your Lasting Legacy account at the end of the year or sometime over a summertime, and you might see that we've added an additional credit of a certain amount of money into each Lasting Legacy account just because we're being blessed as a school, and we believe that when we're blessed as a school, we should bless others, and we appreciate you partnering with us. So there's one additional thing I want to tell you about for current families and for those of you that might consider GTCA. We're doing something in this fall, 2015 school year, that we will never do again at Greater Things Christian Academy, and it is all connected to the rollout of the Lasting Legacy account. The longer you stay, the less you pay. Now, obviously, if you don't come in when you're a 2-year-old, but you come in when you're a kindergartner, this example would be a little bit different because you don't have as many years in your experience or in this example. But for current families and current families only, we are going to give you a one-time benefit for the coming school year that we will not do again. For those families who've been with us for 2 years, that means you were here for the 2013-14 and this current 2014-15 school year, we're going to give you a $200 discount off of this year's coming year's tuition. So you're going to receive a $200 discount per student if your child has been here for 2 years, both years. If you've just been with us 1 year, we're going to give you a $100 discount that you're going to receive. And then the last thing I want to tell you about is retroactive credits. For those of you that have been here 2 years, we're going to look at whatever grade you're going into for the coming year. If your child's a first grader and they're going to go into second grade, at the end of their second grade year, they're going to get a $100 credit on their Lasting Legacy account. But we're going to go back to the previous 2 years and give you 2 $100 credits on your Lasting Legacy account so that you're already at the end of the second grade year for this child, in this example, you would have a $300 credit so that when you go into third grade, you would get $300 as a discount off of your tuition in your third grade year, and you'll continue to build credits for your child all the way through their time here at GTCA. So again, this is a new program that we're rolling out for all current families and for new students who come into GTCA for the 2015-2016 school year, and we're calling it the Lasting Legacy account. The longer you stay, the less you pay. And so I hope that this will give you some excitement about the coming year. Hope that you will share this with your family, your friends, your coworkers, with people in your place of worship. And we want you to know that we value you and we appreciate you, and we appreciate you taking time to share this message with others.